Oh, good evening there. I'm just reading the Jolly Christmas Postman because it's Christmas Eve. In fact, because it's Christmas Eve, that means it's time to do some Christmas maths. And the Christmas maths we're going to be doing today is looking at the maths involved in these Brussels sprouts. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to talk about something called the Fibonacci sequence. And that's a sequence of numbers that starts with the numbers 0 and 1. Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And each term in the sequence is then formed by adding together the previous two terms. So 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 plus 3 is 8, and so on and so forth. And you can do various things with these numbers. So we can look at the ratio between consecutive terms. So for example, the ratio between 1 and 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1, 2 divided by 1 is 2, 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, 5 divided by 3 is 1.66 recurring, and 5 divided by 8 is 1.6, I think. Okay, so we're generating each term in the sequence. Fn is formed by adding together the previous two terms, Fn minus 1 and Fn minus 2. Now, if you do this, you notice that the sequence, the ratio of consecutive numbers tends towards a limit. And that limit is called the golden section, which is sometimes denoted using the letter phi. That's equal to exactly root 5 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, that's about 1.618033, etc., etc. Now, how does this relate to our Brussels sprouts? Well, let's think about that. And it relates to something called phyllotaxies, which is the distribution of leaves around a stem. And if we look at our stem, we'll see that the sprouts are organised along spirals. Okay, so we've got these. These are the left-handed spirals going like this, the steeper spirals, and then we've got these right-handed spirals that are more shallow. And if we count those up as we go round, starting with this one here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these left-hand spirals. And if we look at the right-hand spirals, so we count these ones going this way, 1, 2, 3, before we get back to the start. Okay, so we've got 5 spirals going one way and 3 going the other. And those are 2 of our Fibonacci numbers. And it turns out, 5 and 3, and it turns out that this happens all over the place in nature. So for example, you get ratios of Fibonacci numbers in things like the swirls on sunflowers. Okay, that's it. That's the short Christmas maths for today. Go away and have a think to see if you can find any Fibonacci numbers elsewhere. Other than that, have a good Christmas and I'll see you in the new year.